مساء النور. مساء النور. اليوم غادي نشوفوا الوين الميزان ديال الكومبا ديال نهار السبت جويس مع تي كي في. قبل ما نشوفوا الوين نوقفوا على هادشي اللي واقع دابا ديال فلسطين وهاد المنكر هذا اللي واقع وفريمون نوقفوا عند هذا السيد هذا. هو بيتر فيوري هو عم لا قلت الله اكبر عم تايزن فيوري، وهو اللي كان دار اونترينور ديالو في تقريبا ملي بدا لا كارير ديالو حتى سميتو حتى دا شامبيون دي موند 2015 فاش غلب فلاديمير كليتشكو. بيتر فيوري عزيز عليا، هو واحد الرجل حكيم، هو لو سول اللي وقف ضدهم كلهم. دابا العالم كله تيتفرج، الناس كاع دوك اللي عندهم لو بوا ويمكن لهم يغيروا شي حاجه ويديروا يدفعوا دي زورغانيزاسيون انهم يديروا شي حاجه. وقف اسيدي وقف عليا هادشي حتى ما غادي يخدم، وقف عليه البنكات، وقف عليه كلشي يخرج على برا. هادشي هذا ماشي معقول. هذا من الناس اللي وقفوا وقالوا اللهم انا دام كان هادشي تيقع فينا تعديتوا عليهم وتكلفتوا عليهم. هاد الناس هادو شنو داروا؟ تقتلوا الدراري الصغار. شاف هذوك المشاهد ديال الدراري الصغار. هو البارح واحد التروماتيزم واحد الدري في جون مسكين هز واحد البنيه صغيره حيد لها راسها وتيديرها، وموراه تيشير بها وتيغوت مسكين، وموراه واقفين الدراري صغار وديرين هكا الفمهم، دايرين هكا وتيشوفوا مساكن تيشوفوا في هذاك المنظر. شو على تروماتيزم ما عمرهم يبراو من هذاك التروماتيزم هكا. انت غادي يبراو من هذاك التروماتيزم؟ انت دابا انت اش من بسيكياتر واش من هادشي؟ الناس يشوفوا هكا كذاك الشيء والناس كلهم تيتفرجوا ساكتين. ما هاد بيتر فيوري وقف ضدهم واحد الوقفه قال لهم هادشي ماشي معقول. غادي نشوفوا لا فيديو اللي دار مع سميتو، داروا ليه واحد الحفله وشكروا الناس.
A beautiful moment last night as Peter Fury is recognized for standing up for humanity and remaining on the right side of history, just like the great Muhammad Ali.
It's all about the true love you've got for each other. We're all the same. And what's happening in Palestine is ridiculous. We're seeing people get slaughtered and killed for what? You know, this is not God-fearing people. People who use God's name and do this are very far from the blessed Lord. It's an evil act, and that's my opinion. And I have to speak the truth, because that's what God tells us to do. Not raise up in revenge, but speak the truth. And that's all I've got to say about it. But thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, Peter. We are honoured to have him with us. His voice has been a powerful force in defending the oppressed, and for that we truly grateful. It is only fitting that we all take a moment to recognise this special person.
We get peace when bombs landing out of the sky on buildings and blowing little children to pieces. Men and women are looking at little kids blown in pieces in their arms. Where's the peace in that? Where's God involved in that? He ain't involved in that. This is just evil acts.
I think we're drifting further and further away. A man-made piece of shit is worth more than people.
A round of applause, please, and if I can please invite Peter Fury to take the stage.
هذا قليل في الحق ديال بيتر فيوري هادشي اللي دار. هذا الا مات ما نطرحمش عليه انا. هذا دابا الا مات نقولوا لا ما نطرحموش عليه، نطرحم عليه انا. هذا نطرحم عليه ونعاود الرحمات ولو السول اللي وقف قدامهم كلهم. بالك عليا ما كاينش نشوفوا سميتو بيتر فيوري. هذا نسدو هاد لابارونتيز هادي. هو فاش سميتو فاش ترينا تايزن فيوري في 2015 ودا شامبيون دي موند يونيفيكاسيون ديال السماط. بقات الدبليو بي سي وحده اللي كانت عند وايلدر ما لعبنا حتى لهنا وهنا. بيتر الراجل هذا ما كاين ما كاينش بعدا. انا ما شفتش واحد اللي دار بحال هكا تيهضر بحلقه على فلسطين، ونتمنى من الله يكون خير ان شاء الله. هادشي اللي كاين تبدل الاوضاع لما هو احسن، وتحيد هذا المشكل هذا تينغص لنا العيشه. تنسى راسك وتفرح وتنشاط وكذا، تشوف شي حاجه من داك الشيء تعاود ثاني تبقى تتساعى وتبقى تفكر، تقول تجيك هذيك الانرجي انك بغيتي دير شي حاجه وفان كونت ما تدير والو. بعدك ما ديرش، غادي دير بعدك ما دير، شنو غادي دير؟ ما كاين والو، اش غادي دير؟ البويكوت، ما البويكوت ما تيصلح لي والو. البويكوت تيصيفطو مثلا القرايه كوكا المرجان، تيجيو المرجان تيقول لك قاطعوا المنتجات، وراه جاو القرايه كوكا المرجان تباع داكشي، راه هما باع لي كرون سيرفاس، مشى داكشي. خصكم تقاطعوه من الجدر، ما يجيش كاع. بدي بزاف لي تروك، ما هادشي ديال الهضره كثيره في هذا السوجي، ما عليناش. ندوزو الوين ديال ايرغوفيتش مع جورجوس واديلي والتيكيفي. دابا بيبداو بالتيكيفي، باديلي والتيكيفي.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest, and it will be for the vacant British Heavyweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale from Tottenham, London, England. His professional record, 8 wins, just 1 defeat. 5 of those 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the current IBO champion, Jamie TKV Shakiva.
جيمي تيكيفي لاعبين هذا الماتش، لاعبين على البريتيش تايتل. هو هذا البريتيش اللي قبض هذا السيد، هو البريتيش تايتل.
For Jamie TKV Shakiva.
تيشبه لورين ماغازين ولكن هو بريتيش تايتل. هذا هو اللي كنت
And now we welcome to the scale from Ladbroke Grove, London, England. His professional record, 13 wins, just 1 defeat. 12 of those 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former WBO European and the current English champion, Big D, David Adelaide.
ما وراء بطولات المغرب كاينه عليكم بطولات المغرب موروكان تايتل بهذا الشكل. عادل هاو
239.13 for Big D, David Adelaide.
Yeah, Jimmy TKV with a slight weight advantage. We kind of all expected it. This has become Carl, the people's main event. TKV just a 1 defeat. That wasn't on cuts. And obviously Adelaide got stopped by Wardley. This should be a good one, this.
Yeah, both good fighters. I think both kind of wear their heart in their sleeve and are aggressive fighters, kind of seeking to destroy. I've seen a lot more of David Adelaide, and I like what I see about David. I think that he tries to bang you out. This is what we want to see in as a heavyweight fighter. But this is an interesting fight, but at this stage you gotta have Adelaide as the favourite.
Yeah, coming off that Solomon Dacres first round destruction, obviously now with Adam Booth as well. He's liking that link up with Adam.
Yeah, he is. And full of confidence, we see that. I think temperament is going to play a massive part in this contest. Who can hold it together, because as we've seen, they don't like each other, there's bad blood, and it's about holding it together so you can execute your game plan as well as you can possibly do so. But this is one not to blink.
I don't think I've ever seen that much security on a small stage like that.
No.
I was like, is it reinforced? Have we got something down there?
It was civil enough in the end, wasn't it?
I hope we're going to hear from both. Yeah, okay, we are. I can see Dev with Jimmy TKV. Let's throw it to Dev. He's with Jimmy TKV on stage.
Okay, here with Jamie TKV. Now the build-up has been feisty. Has this one become a little bit personal?
Yeah, it has. As you saw yesterday and
ما كاينه طبله ما يقلب ياك.
very personal, and we're going to settle it tomorrow.
You said that you think he's a bit scared. Now you've just gone face to face with him. Did you see that then?
That's a scared man. I saw a scared man again.
What's your prediction, Jamie?
Jamie TKV TKO. Let's go.
Okay, you heard it here first. TKV TKO. Let's hear it for Jamie Takiva. And now let's speak to Big D, David Adelaide. He said that he saw fear in your eyes, David.
Yeah, I'm frightened.
What are you thinking? You've gone face to face. The build-up's been pretty feisty. You don't look particularly frightened to me. What are you thinking about your opponent and the way he's been acting?
Frightening, man. He said, I'm scared, I'm scared. You've got 24 hours, right?
He's normally cool, calm and collected. What, have you rattled him?
I mean, I think so. He flung the table, didn't he? So, yeah. All he does is eat off tables. That's why he didn't want to face off with me without his jacket on.
Give us your prediction.
You know I'm knocking him out. Straight knockouts.
Tell him السادي لي.
Well, that's the prediction from David Adelaide. My goodness.
شوف التشيبه.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tomorrow night, live worldwide on DAZN. It is scheduled for 10 rounds and will be for the vacant WBO International Heavyweight Championship. We will first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Zagreb, Croatia. A 2016 Olympic bronze medalist. He now has a professional record of 17 wins, just 1 defeat. 14 of those 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former IBF and WBC international champion, Filip El Animal Hrgovic.
Animal. ارغوفيتش عنده فصاله زوينه ديال البوكس. شو كيديرها تتكون سامبل الفصاله ولا بيسونس اندير
250.6
50% ديال لا بيسونس مسكيله 50% تاع الكارديو السفل والكارديو توازن باش يمكن لك دير 12 راوند ولا تيبان لي ممتاز.
And now we welcome to the scale from Putney, London, England, a 2016 Olympic silver medalist, now with a professional record of 16 wins, 3 defeats. 15 of those 16 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBO interim world champion, Joe the Juggernaut Joyce.
كده صار ديال جويس
275.1 for Joe the Juggernaut Joyce.
ما عرفتش كان تقطعت ليه شي كان ويداش Allez-y.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, main event time, the big boys. I have to say, I was slightly distracted because just in front of us, it was kicking off between Adelaide's team and Jimmy TKV's team. But this is the main event. This is the big boys. And Joe Joyce coming in at 275, slightly below his 281. Again, it's ever so slightly, but maybe he's saying, okay, let's downsize a little bit. Let's see if we can get those speed in the legs.
Yeah, do you know what, though? I kind of agree with what Cole was saying about the extra weight
maybe
being a benefit to Joe Joyce, but look, he does need to be faster than he has been in his last couple of fights if he's going to be able to nullify the threat of Filip Hrgovic. And Filip Hrgovic, on the flip side, I think he really needs to find some form. He needs to grab this fight by the scruff of the neck. He needs to show us why he's nicknamed El Animal.
Yeah, Filip Hrgovic, we haven't seen since that Daniel Dubois defeat. And I think people need to remind themselves, he wasn't stopped, it was stopped on cuts. He was doing some good work in that fight.
Especially early on, but Daniel kind of just broke his heart. But that's what Joel wanted to do. Joel wanted to break his heart, bring him in, drag him into the second half of the fight. But one problem Joe has is Filip Hrgovic is very fast, punches well in combinations. Very accurate as well, so Joe just needs to be a little bit careful going forward.
All right, let's hear from El Animal. He's on stage with Devsani.
Okay, I'm here with El Animal, Filip Hrgovic, and Filip, we haven't seen you in what feels like forever. You look like a man who's just happy to be back.
Of course, thanks for this opportunity. Glad to be here, and looking forward for tomorrow and for a big KO.
a big KO. Listen, when people face off, when fighters face off, sometimes they say, I saw fear, I saw nerves. What did you see in the eyes of Joe Joyce?
We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow, but I'm glad to be here. I feel great and can't wait for tomorrow night.
Do you feel like you've got a point to prove? A point to prove to the world?
Of course, it wasn't my best edition in the last fight, and I want to prove that I'm the best, that I can beat anyone, and I'm ready.
Best of luck to you, Filip Hrgović, El Animal. Let's speak to the juggernaut. Now, Joe Joyce, I've been at all your last few weigh-ins, and you've been a lot heavier than that. This looks like an in-shape and ready Joe Joyce.
Juggernaut 2.0, here I am on the scales of muscle, bone and desire to get back to the top of the sport.
You're going to show that desire on DAZN?
That's, of course, this is why I'm here.
Listen, the weight is actually quite close to what you were against Joseph Parker. It's the same city that you beat Joseph Parker. Is it going to be the same sort of performance?
Yeah, I got that win in Performer, and I'm coming, I'm here, so be Saturday night, don't miss it. It's going to be a great fight.
Best of luck to you, Joe Joyce. Let's hear it for the juggernaut, Joe Joyce, back tomorrow night.
Big up Joyce.
I love it. I've never heard of that one before. Muscle, bone and desire.
هذا ما كان.
سي
فيني. هذا هو كارل فريمبتون هذا. سي ان بوتي بوكسور زوين. كانت عنده لوي دو تيغر. وصل خاص غير محقور ولكن هو كان واعر زوين فريمبتون زوين. هذا ما كان بور لو مومون. نكملوها بالتصويره زوينه ديال بيتر فيوري. عطيوه الورود صيفطوا ليه الورود والقبال والزهور. هاد السيد هذا الله يعمر هذا السول اللي وقف مع سميتو البالستينيان. هذا ما كان. المهم غدا نقدر ندير شي لايف مع قبل الكومبا ولا من بعد الكومبا. عطا لي سوجي باش نهضروا في لابوكس موجودين لي سوجي تبارك الله. شحال لي سوجي كاينين شحال لي كومبا جايين كاع بي واحد غولوف كاين بان ليا مشاتي تريني بتيرونس كرافورد حيت تيرونس كرافورد غادي يلعب مع كانيلو الفاريز مشيت تريني به تنشوف تنبحث في هذه القضيه وسميتو زوين حيت هو عنده غولوف كاين عنده الاكسبيريونس مع كانيلو غادي يعطيه واخيلا دي تروك باش سميتو ايبولي. ايوا هذا ما كان. امسيه سعيده. نتلاقاو غدا ان شاء الله في نوتخ لايف. فري بالستين بيج اب.